Christian. I'm in Undique. Down here is Hazel. And yeah, happy Monday. Hang out with us for the next half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Hazel and I have to show you guys some cool pet treats. We talk later on a little bit of what happened in our week. And yeah, we bring to you also news about our quail farm and our network of quail farms here in the US. So thanks for joining. Let's hang out and let's get started. Hazel, can you come up here and help me a little bit? She's laying right there. Well, let's see if we can motivate her with one of our first products here. We call it the Quailicious Boost. So we are on the quail farm right now. It's pretty cold, so we don't ship that many eggs out right now. So what we do with eggs, we freeze dry them, right? Rather than having frozen quail eggs in the mailbox if you don't retrieve them straight away. We do something similar here, but actually what we do is freeze dry that in a freeze dryer on one of our farms here in the US. And then it becomes a great food topper. Let's see if Hazel is a little hungry. Honey, come up here. Hazel, yeah, show your nice pajamas. Hazel is wearing her Christmas pajamas today, just for you guys. Want to show this? Come. People can see you. Come up here. Hazel. She's a little tired today. We were playing out in the garden in the snow and she is beat. Huh? Is that happening to your dog sometimes as well? Well, I give her maybe another treat. But you get the idea. That's a food topper. So maybe Hazel is a little confused right now as well because it's not on top of her food. But normally she would eat that. Okay, I'm not gonna force you. Nah. And we talked about your salary increase for next year already. We said we're gonna do extra treats, okay? Okay, bear with me. Another food topper we got, and also a great snack as well, a little treat, is the pet cotton candy. I have here already an open pack. And what we do here is instead of the quail eggs, we use dehydrated quail meat. We slightly process it to make it nice and fluffy. And I'll show you here on the other cam. Let me show you there. So here you go, guys. You see it nice and fluffy. It's in its original color, which is yellow. We called it pet cotton candy because it reminded us a little bit about cotton candy. And the idea came from my sister-in-law because her cats are a little older and they can't have any crunchy treats, which we're going to show later. So this is a food topper, but also a treat. And now let's see if Hazel likes that. Hazel, want to have a treat? Come up. Whoop. Well, I dropped some on the floor and it's gone. Hazel, treat. Up. Yeah, good girl. There you go. Yep. And my fingers are clean as well. There you go. So, yeah, Hazel is a puppy, still has great treats. That's why we're going to move on in a second to some crunchier treats for her. But you get the idea. So if you have an older cat, if you have a dog, a ferret, any carnivore animal who likes a little extra protein and all the good stuff what is in quail meat, the quail pet cotton candy food topper is your choice. And we do have a special deal going on right now with a combination of the two food toppers. So you get the cotton candy and the egg food topper. And it's pretty popular with customers. And another combination package we have over there is the tricolore, the Italians would say, three colors. So that got the quail eggs, the quail meat, and dehydrated dried egg shell as well. Egg shell is really good because there's a lot of calcium in there. We do have another product where we have eggshells in there as well. And I'm going to show you that in a second. But let's stay a little bit with cats. Even though, as you can see by Hazel's reaction, this is great for training your puppy as well. Hazel is kind of over it, so off she goes. But my daughter had this idea for the wing on the string. It's a great natural cat toy, or for dog training with dogs as well. If you want to train your dog to become a bird dog. Retrieving, game birds. Quail is a game bird. When you go hunting, then this is the right choice for you. So I show you here the close-up. It's a natural quail. It's a natural quail wing, and we put a string on it. Hence the name, the wing on the string. The only artificial thing about it is the packaging, so we keep it nice and safe until it arrives with your little tiger, and then some feathers might fly all over the place. If you click on the product highlighted right now, you can see some videos there of cats playing with that. If you happen to find a little stick in your backyard, you can tie that on the other end, and then it's even funnier to play with your cat. But you really awaken here the tiger in your pet again. If it gets a bit wet, especially with puppies, when they drool all over the place, then don't put it in the package and keep it closed, because otherwise, you know, if it's wet, it could get moldy. And so you can just air dry it. That's what we do. We just dry it with hot air here on the farm. On quail wings, there's no meat on them. And it's a safe toy. And Hazel had an accident where she was actually eating a couple of them. The next day she pooped out some feathers. The cool thing about quail bones is that they don't splinter as badly as chicken bones. So they can't really harm much your animal at all. Hazel, yeah, she sneaked a few of them off the table. And the next day, yeah, she pooped some feathers, but she was fine. And that's why I came up with this toy as well. I wanted that the cats, the dogs, you know, what we look after, but also for our customers, have a toy which is completely natural. So if the worst case happens and they get so excited that they eat the toy, that there's no damage being done, right? But let's see if we can get Hazel in a little better mood. I don't know what's going on with her today. Honey, you don't like your Christmas jumper, or what is it? Well, this is when Hazel looks happy, but let's see if we can make her happy now. Hazel, can you come over here, please? Want a treat? Come here. Yeah, she's coming. So, the quail crunch bites. Right? The quail is an awesome bird to work with on the farm, and we can make great products out of it. And one of that is the crunch bites here with Hazel's portrait on it. And Hazel, can you come up here, please? She doesn't like this couch, so let's motivate her. As you can see, she tries to avoid to get up here. Get up here. Yeah. Come on. You're the co-host here. I do all the talking. You need to do the good looks. Isn't she cute today with her Christmas pajamas? I have to ask my wife if we actually do have matching ones. Would be fun for a Christmas picture, right? Let's see. Give paw. Good girl. Do you hear that crunch of the crunch bites? Let's do that one more time. Huh? Yeah, one more time. Excuse me. Are you done already or what? You get a bigger piece. So it's little pieces. It's jerky. We put eggshell in there for an extra crunch and an extra portion of calcium for your dog. Hazel, come up here again. Up. Hazel, look. Up. Up. Yes. I don't know why you don't like this couch. There you go. Isn't that yummy? Nice crunchy thing. You stay, then you get an extra crunch. What we also have is the quail crunch sticks. Excuse me, I was just grabbing those. Hazel gets super excited. Yeah, because they are nice and crunchy and they're big. Here we have a pack of 10. And I usually twist it. Yeah, just crack it in the middle, and here close up you can actually see. If you look at that, here we go. Can you see that well? It doesn't really splinter. It's more like how you would call that? Yeah, little strings, but it's not splintering at all, right, Hazel? What do you think? Yeah, exactly. So yes, honey. Yeah, yeah. If you come up here, you get a stick. Come up here. Up. There you go. And paw. Good girl. Do you hear that crunch? It's a premium treat. Hazel is still worried. Sometimes I take her treat away again, so she takes off with it. We have another piece. Give paw. Turn around. Good girl. And one more time, paw. Good. And close to the camera so you can hear the crunch. Isn't it nice? It's a great treat. There's a little bit fat on it, not much, but a lot of protein in there. When you click on the product, you see the entire analysis what is in there. But it's a great product, and we try to have no waste on the quail farm, right? We use their poop in the garden. We have an organic garden in the back. We use everything. We have little treats here as well, especially for bird dog training. So little quail feet. They are nice and crunchy too. Yeah, I know you like them too, but you already got a lot of other stuff. Yeah, you get some more treats later. You get more treats later. Why you always just show your tushy to the customers? They want to see their pretty face. Customers or viewers. I hope you viewers become a customer, right? Anyway, so the quail feet, a nice product as well. We have them in a multi-pack. There's around 60 in there, so it's a bigger pack there. That's the one. So a big pack or the small pack if you just want to try them out. You saw that early on. Right, Hazel? You like the big pack. I know, I know. Now, we can do bigger birds here on our farms as well. So together with a farm up in upstate New York, we bring to you freeze-dried duck hearts as well. Yeah, you like that? Duck hearts. Yeah, we don't have ducks here on our New Jersey farm. But we work with other farms together to bring great products to you guys. And Hazel gets super excited. That's a premium treat as well. Freeze-dried to be preserved. We have a nice crafty packaging here. It's about 4 ounces you get. Hazel, yes, give me paw. Give me paw. Give me kisses. Kisses. Yeah, there you go. Nice and crunchy too. Not extremely crunchy like the crunch bites, but still a nice little crunch to it. Hazel likes it, right? Yeah, there's no more. No more. What we do? If you come up, maybe you get more. We do have, if you look still for a Christmas gift, yeah, Christmas is coming up. Yeah, it's already Hanukkah, by the way. Yeah, we're going to show her a Hanukkah picture as well. We celebrate pretty much everything in this house, right? Even though Hazel is Amish, she came from Paradise, Pennsylvania, right? That's where the Amish farm where you were born. Yeah, really, really nice, great farmers there. And this is where we picked you up 3.5 years ago. Remember that? Yeah, you're Amish. Yeah, my name is Christian, so you can imagine what my religion is, and my wife is Jewish, so we celebrate everything here. Now, for Hanukkah, Christmas, or New Year's gift, if you know somebody who is a hunter, who has a dog, get our dog training kit for bird dog training. In there is a wing. In there is the spines of the quail, so the crunch sticks, some legs as well. So it's a great package to train your dog, and it makes a great Christmas gift. Now, before we get into the next section, why don't we show a little bit the people what we have been up to? So I switch over here to our pictures, and let me show you guys what Hazel and I have been up to the last couple of days. So let's check it out. Well, mistakes happen, and this is a funny one here, as you can tell. Yeah, I normally use a rack where I put the quail eggs in when I collect them, and then it's easy for me to package them up later when I ship them out to you guys. But I did a last check before I closed down shop the other night, and I found a few more eggs, and I figured, let's put them in the pocket, and I put them then later, in the house. And well, I kind of forgot about the eggs in the pocket and was also carrying in firewood, and eventually I felt it a little wet here on my jacket, and as you can see by the picture, I got some scrambled eggs here. I mean, Hazel was pretty happy because that was added to her dinner, but yeah, the egg production that day had a little dip. Only a couple of eggs, not too bad. But that can happen, so yeah, I guess I'm getting older, forgetting about stuff sometimes, so yeah, things happen. What else happened this week? So the quail knoodle. I wish do I have that somewhere in here? It's in our store. If you look for the quail feeder ball, sorry, I can't highlight it right now. I forgot to add it here. But the quail knoodle, the jumbo whites here, as you can see here in the background, or English white birds. It's yeah, the snow variation of quail. They are nice and white. They get, of course, a feeder ball every once in a while as well. This is what we make here on the farm. I do grow mealworms as well, as you can tell here. And yeah, it also has a natural string. And I put that into the cages for the birds. I figure, they should have some joy to peck on something a bit harder. And so the ball is pretty hard. But, they are able to break it apart eventually, especially if they're a bit aggressive. I mean, my birds are pretty okay with their temperament. I mean, I barely see any aggression. Of course, if you have too many roosters together with some hens in a cage, then it can get dangerous, so you should not do that. But otherwise, they are pretty relaxed. But I wanted something that they are not too bored all the time, that they have something harder to pack on. I use the state-of-the-art cages for the breeding groups, and they are all plastic, which is great for cleaning, but there's nothing really hard for the birds to pack on. I mean, the plastic is hard, but not, you know what I mean. It needs to be hard, and a little reward with the mealworms in there. So once they get to the mealworms, because I was feeding them the mealworms in the food tray, and quail are kind of stupid because they pick out the worm in the front, run to the back, and drop it right there, and it goes down to their poop, and the mealworm is gone forever. So I looked for a way how can I use my mealworms in a better way that the quail can eat it piece by piece and don't drop it too much into their poop there, because then they can't get to it anymore, so it would be a waste. So this is how the quail Knödel is Austrian for dumpling, was born. And let me show you here a sample. I have a real sample here. You find it in our store in the quail keeper section, but this is how it looks like, right? It's not waterproof, so you shouldn't hang it in the rain, but it's made with high protein quail feed. Can you see that well here? Here we are. High protein quail feed, and yeah, the mealworms for extra protein again. They peck on it. Every once in a while it happens that they peck so hard on it that it breaks into two pieces. Then I just put it into the food tray, or it ends up there on the floor, and they keep pecking at it. So they're really happy with it. With the string, I just make sure that the string ends here are tied next to each other when I hang it in the cage, that no bird has a funny idea to get in there with their head. We don't want that the bird gets injured, right? So make sure when you tie it up there that this is nice, neatly together. And then they keep packing on it. They're happy. I want to have happy quail on my farm. It's a bit of work making those. You get them in a pack of 2. But the birds are happy, and that's the most important thing. I don't see any aggression that they go against each other ever since I started using that. Of course, if your rooster-hen ratio is good in your cages as well, right? But yeah, bird is like that. And what else happened this week? Actually, earlier this week, we were decorating. Let's take a look at that.
You're such a dazzle, Hazel.
Isn't Hazel cute there? Yeah, so that was, when was it? 12th of December. Yes, 3 days ago. And now take a look at this. We got plenty of snow here now in New Jersey. Thankfully, I made everything weather safe already for the quail. So they are happy out and they have it warm. But take a look here. Hazel's first snow of the season.
So much snow, Hazy! Look at that! So much snow! Hazy! Look at that! So pretty! Hazel! Hazel! What is it?
Isn't she cute out there? Well, too much snow is the reason why I moved away from Austria. Because, yeah, if you have a couple of feet every day, not that fun. But a little bit like we have here in New Jersey is fine. I like that, especially around Christmas, right? So yeah, Hazel got her jumper there, as you can see, and here she is. Where we gonna put the Christmas tree in a couple of days. There is the menorah, sorry. The menorah is on, Hazel is happy, out there is our tree with the Christmas decoration and lights. Yes, so happy girl there. And yeah, earlier this, what was it, last week I believe, we had some quails hatching here. Let's check them out.
It's hatch day here. And we've got a ton of birdies. Some salad in there. Mix. Getting ready for the brooder, guys. Yeah, getting ready for the brooder. Up, up, up. That early bird. Up, up, up. Okay. Staying there. Whoa. Don't wanna cause any injuries. Ah, you're looking good. So many. Wow.
Those girls and boys there are pretty fast, and we had one special one. I need to find the mother of this little birdie. I don't know if you can tell by the picture, but this is an albino. It had got red eyes, and that's usually not that great. So I want to find the mother and the rooster, mommy and daddy, basically, of that bird, just, to make sure we don't have too many of those, because they are hard to keep. They don't like too much light, and it's a genetic defect. So we want to make sure that we catch that straight away. So yeah, that's what happened, I guess, this week on the farm. So let me switch over. Hazel, why are you hanging out there? Why don't you come over here and tell the people what else we did? So yeah, fresh eggs. The cutoff day for fresh eggs delivery before Christmas is pretty much tomorrow, because after that we can't guarantee anymore that fresh quail eggs will arrive at your address until Christmas day. So if you need fresh quail eggs, order them today. We ship them out every day. For breakfast, for deviled eggs, great option. And we do have a nice little gift if you know any quail people. That's the gift, what you can order. Those are the quail cups. Let me show you on the bigger camera here. So here we go. Yeah, if you either want to, feature one of your favorite eggs, or for breakfast eggs, we couldn't find them on the market, so we decided to make them ourselves. They fit perfectly jumbo quail eggs. So even if you want to have a soft-boiled egg, which takes you maybe 2 minutes to cook with our fresh quail eggs, then you can serve that for tiny cooking, for a tiny little breakfast. I already look forward to it. Every New Year's, we usually have some meat. We do either a hot pot or a raclette, or, we always have some kind of meat at New Year's. And what I do is I crack open a quail egg, remove the yellow, and just have the yolk, and I use the yolk as a dipping sauce for meat. Mwah. So good, so good. Anyway, these cups come in a pack of 4, so it comes in a little egg container as well, so you can use that as well for your egg storage. And it's a great little gift, a little stocking filler for Christmas now. Now, hatching season is around the corner again, and we already see a lot of orders for hatching eggs. But yeah, again, now around Christmas, be careful with the delivery time. But season is basically starting now in January, or as soon the holidays are over. People want to load up their incubators, and that's what we prepared for on our farms. So we have a couple of thousand birds. That means we have plenty of eggs for you guys. And so if you want to fill up your incubator, we have designed here special rails. Sorry, something is bothering me. What is this here? Hazel. There were no flowers out there. It could be allergic reaction. I don't know what it is. Anyway, 4 eggs. I should have not put away my eggs here. Let me bring them over. So if you have a Chimuker incubator, they would fit maybe other incubators as well, but they're specifically here for these egg turners of the CT 60, 120, 180. Hatching Time is the brand here in the US who is selling that. So they come usually with a goose rail. We designed here rails for jumbo quail eggs, and I show you here a close-up. So they perfectly fit jumbo quail eggs, so there's a bit bigger spacing. So in case you are into hatching yourself, or want to get started with quail, either as a hobby or business. Usually, of course, they go pointy side down, so let's do it correctly. And then they actually fit next nice to each other. So those are designed for jumbo eggs. We do have jumbo celadon as well. Jumbo, though, describes the size of the bird at 10 weeks. It's over 10 ounces weight-wise. But yeah, their eggs tend to be a bit bigger as well than standard quail. But you can see it. So this spacing here is made for the bigger eggs. And it fits nicely into the lovely rails here, right? And off they go into your incubator. That's how the final product looks like. So what we have for you is the jumbo rails. And we have them in a pack as one, pack of 2, pack of 5. Depending on how many you need, right? You can, just order what you got. They are arriving right now in the Amazon warehouse, so they will be quickly then delivered to you guys. You can see that when you click on the product, right? So right before Christmas. Now, we do have jumbo. No, it's not always jumbo, right? There is tiny birds too. And tiny birds, we talk here button quail. Button quail made quite an appearance this year especially, but even last year it was already pretty popular. So the button quail, they're really small, and I'll show you here a size comparison between a button quail egg and a bit larger standard quail egg, I would call that. So quite a size difference. So the buttons are really, really small birds as well, and small birds have smaller eggs. They're cute. I had a few here on the farm. I don't like them so much for meat production, so we have 3 farms in our network we can ship the button eggs from. So I decided not to keep them here, but it's great hatching them. They're so tiny and so cute. But yeah, to hatch them you need another rail which actually can hold the lovely button quail eggs, and so we it also fits standard eggs. I mean, it would fit even a jumbo, but not as secure as you can tell here, right? So it's for standard and button, this rail. And you fit here, I think it's 19, if I counted right. Yeah, 19 eggs in there. And it fits again into your lovely goose rail from the CT series incubators. I can imagine normal, the styrofoam incubators you got, you could have them in there as well if you want to have on the flooring. If you want to have your eggs pointy side down in the incubator. So you could use it for there as well, and then you have them nice and neatly organized in those other standard incubators as well. So again, with those guys, we have packs of 2, packs of 1, packs of 5. Fits the standard as well. Worst case scenario, if you have a bigger standard egg, then you just need to skip one hole here. Then you fit a little less in your incubator, but you could use it for that as well. So that's what we got for the quail people out there. And last but not least, a great Christmas gift as well now, and it ships fast, are the button quail feeders. It can be used for standard chicks as well. I like them because, well, I made them. No, but I also tested them for the last 8 months or so. They're made here in the US. I just 3D print them. I designed them to fit perfectly into the grow out and brooder cages from hatching time, right into that front slot there. For layer cages you don't need them because there you have the big feed tray and the birds are bigger. But for smaller birds you need a smaller feeder, and you need a feeder specific for quail, because those chick feeders, everybody knows those red, yellow, green chick feeders. They have these huge holes. The quail dive into it, they go into the feeder, spread the food everywhere, poop in there. That cannot happen with those guys. It holds a load, 11 ounces of feed you can fit in there, comfortable. And there's no way that the quail can actually get into the feeder. They tend not to stand on it much when it's installed on the actual cage as well. Let me show you guys a picture that you get an idea how it looks like if it's installed in the grow out cage. I just find that here, and boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom. Here we go. Yeah, close up. Yeah, so this is how I install them on my farm. Zip ties. You can use Velcro as well, but okay, let's face it. If anybody's out there keeping birds or on a farm and doesn't have zip ties, oh boy, that would be a wonder if there's anybody out there who doesn't have zip ties. But yeah, so you can see here how easy it is there to install. With the Velcro is cool as well because then it's easily removed. Here are they just from the front with some food, so you can see that there again as well. And the bird view, let's check it out. That was with the yellow ones. I used the color yellow as a prototype, but then I decided to do them in white because you can see any dirt much better if you clean them. But let's have a look how the birds like it there. Here we go. Yeah, happy birds. As you can see, maybe the guys in the front haven't figured it out fully yet, but the ones in the back, they are already at it. So the angle here helps tremendously that the food is not coming out too fast. And it's nice when you install it on a normal brooder, right? You could do that. I'm looking at the wrong camera again. Sorry for that. Now, here we go. If you just use a brooding box, then you could just place, they come in a pack of 2. Place them like that in the box. Leaves a little gap here. The quail might have fun to run through it when they're still small. Tie them together with a zip tie or Velcro. And then it stands in like this. You could cover that if you wanted to. But you get the idea. They stand nice and firmly then together with a zip tie around it. And this way you can have right on the floor. That's important when the birds are still very small, especially buttons as well. But then once they grow and you put them out into a cage, the dimensions are mentioned here on the product. So if you build a cage, you could just cut around it and insert that and make sure you don't have gaps that any predators could get in there or birds out. So you can, make it seamless, and then you can feed them from the outside as well. It's a simple material, so if you need to drill a hole or something in it to mount it, go for it. It's a little DIY project, but it's different than the standard feeders, and it should save you some food. And most importantly, the quail don't poop into their own food, right? Hazel, why don't you come here a bit and tell the customers again about your lovely treat? I mean, she kind of pushed me to develop that. And now she's acting like as if she's not being treated well here. Huh, Hazel? What's wrong with you? Come here. Hazel, want a treat? Hazel, hello. She's sitting right there. Hazel, come, treat. She's coming. Is your dog like this sometimes? Let me know in the comments. Why are you not coming straight away? You should not get one if you're like this. Huh? Now, come on. If you're good and sit up here with me, then you get a treat. Up. Up. It's funny. Some people train their dogs not to go on the couch. I do the other way around, but that's fine. Up here. Up. Why don't you like this up here? Huh? It's too fluffy for you. Yeah, lay down. Lay down. Yeah. Ouch. Lay down. You're a good girl. When you want to show the people there that's really you on it. Nice and crunchy. One more. You've done a great job today. Here you go. Then anything else I wanted to tell the people early on before we got live? Excuse me. One more. It's not Christmas yet, so we're gonna be live again one more time before Christmas next week, Monday, 7:30 Eastern, right? Unless something crazy happens. If we got snowed in and lose our satellite connection to the internet, then we are in trouble. Yeah, then we're in trouble. I wanna paw for that. Thank you. Okay. Other than that, we will be online again, so I'm not gonna do the Christmas wishes yet. But Hanukkah, right? Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Second day of Hanukkah. And yeah, that's about it for us tonight. So if you liked some of the treats, please order them. Everything you saw is made or laid in the United States. You support our small farm here, but also our farm network, consistent of 14 farms right now in 10 different states. Oh, thank you, honey. That's okay. You found some more of the food topper on me, I guess. And yeah, so I hope you and your pets have a safe time now. If you use real candles anywhere in the house, be careful with your cats and dogs, right? I mentioned it in a couple of weeks ago. Test your smoke detectors just in case you have, a lot of extra lights maybe on right now. Electrical cables can cause fires as well, right? And if you're hatching right now, heat plates are preferred over heat lamps. If you use heat lamps, make sure they are proper installed, that a pet coming by cannot, cause any things. Unfortunately, heat lamps are one of the biggest causes on farm fires in the US. So be careful with that stuff. Test your fire alarms, smoke detectors. Make sure you have a new battery in there in case it's weak, so that you guys and your pets stay safe out there. Okay, Hazel, then I guess we're gonna check on the birds one more time now, and then we call it a night. So thanks for watching. I wish you guys a great week ahead. I hope you're not too stressed about Christmas shopping. I have done my shopping mostly this year already, thanks God, so I don't have to suffer last minute now. But if not, I think you guys maybe got some ideas now for pet owners, what gifts you could give, or just give a lovely gift to your pet. Right, Hazel? Yeah. Are you dead? Pay raise? Treat? Ah. That trigger word. One more time before we say goodbye. Yeah, good girl. Yeah. There you go. Nice and crunchy, as it should be. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your evening and see you next week.